Welcome back to the Derelict campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are going into the 4th mission of the 2nd Special Operations Command loop of the campaign. Battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. Winston Churchill. The bitter lessons of the past should teach us hard truths for the future, yet time and again the human race has failed to learn from its mistakes. Rise up to the challenges set by new situations and new enemies. Learn from its mistakes, rise up to the challenges set by new situations and new enemies. In our arrogance, we have believed for centuries that no enemy will survive contact with our plans. In truth, no plan of ours will survive contact with the enemy. Pride comes before a fall, and we have been proud and... Pride comes before a fall, and we have been proud and have fallen many times during the past 50 years. There are simply too many variables to consider when planning an appropriate strategy. Ultimately, the battle will be won and lost due to the tactical decisions made by those on the front lines. Marcus Ethers, Terran Tactical Doctrine.
Enough is enough. In spite of the mysterious roadblocks we've encountered, we have finally found a way to draw out the MT Auriga. She has caused us a great number of problems over the past few weeks, from interfering with searches for the Shivans, to massacring civilians and raiding scientific installations with no apparent method behind the madness. Although it is only one vessel, the Auriga has caused more damage than some small NTF battle groups did at the height of the war. Now we must deal with the Auriga. The Auriga is an immensely powerful vessel, armed with heavy beam cannons and capable of far more damage than a normal Orion-class destroyer. It is also protected by a limited self-repair mechanism and a beam cannon inhibition device. These pose great problems to our forces when attempting to combat the vessel. We now know that the inhibitor works by disrupting our ion beams with electromagnetic radiation as they form, causing them to collapse. This effect prevents friendly vessels from firing, while the Auriga itself remains unaffected. The technology appears to have been developed around the framework for Admiral Bosch's ETAC design.
What does that have to do with plasma containment? Alright.
Fortunately, sensor scans of the Auriga, coupled with our knowledge of the ETAC project and other pieces of data from captured MT elite guard crews, have helped us a great deal. We believe that we have enough information to temporarily negate the beam cannon inhibitor. This will enable us to launch an attack on the Auriga on roughly even footing. On the orders of GVCi, we are now initiating an operation to neutralize the threat posed by the Auriga.
Alright.
GVCi wants the Auriga captured, not destroyed. This will not only eliminate the threat posed by the MT destroyer, but it will give us a powerful and much needed tool with which to fight the Shivans. The motives of the crew of the Auriga remain shrouded in mystery. As you'd expect, GVCi want to know their motives as well. The Auriga is a technological treasure trove of designs thought lost during the GTI rebellion 37 years ago, plus experimental technologies that we weren't even sure were possible. How all of this found its way onto a corporate destroyer is a mystery. GVCi also believe that the Auriga has the power to take on the Nyarlathotep. Capturing this vessel will be a tough job, but it may be our only hope. Our best pilots have therefore been picked for the job. Get down to the briefing room, Alpha. You're going to play an instrumental role in this mission.
I think I might have skipped a frame. Intelligence directives... No, I didn't. Alright, continuing. The Sting!
Alright, pilots. Let's get right down to business. The MT Auriga is cornered in Delphi, from which there is no apparent escape route. The only node discovered in this system thus far is too unstable for subspace travel. The 3rd battle group has been directed to assist us in this operation, so we have considerable resources available. However, the Auriga will not reveal itself readily. The vessel has proven on too many occasions already its capacity for evasion. Fortunately, our scouts have located a temporary supply depot set up by a forward group of MT vessels on the edge of the Delphi system. It is hoped that a strike at the depot will draw the Auriga out to defend the supplies and guard vessels.
Hopefully, if it's the only asset they have to do it with.
The supply depot is guarded by an Aeolus cruiser, the MTC Minerva, and one wing of fighters, designated Halberd. The supply depot attack force will consist of the GVCv Andrasta and 2 fighter wings, Alpha and Beta.
Oh boy, I get Arrhenius.
In order for our plan to work, we need at least one important MT vessel to survive the attack, so that the Auriga can rescue it. Alpha and Beta will therefore engage the fighters and destroy the cargo. However, the Minerva must not be destroyed. She'll be used to bait the Auriga out into the open.
Alright.
When the Auriga arrives, our trap will be sprung. The Andrasta will signal the GVD Luxor and our additional fighter and bomber reinforcements to enter the field of engagement. The Luxor is carrying modified sensor equipment which should allow our vessels to fire their beam weapons despite the Auriga's beam cannon inhibitor. The Luxor has also been given additional ablative armor to increase resistance to the Auriga's attacks.
You think that'd be standard issue, like, whatever.
Alpha and Beta will then be joined by Gamma. All 3 wings will be tasked with clearing the area and protecting our bombers and capital ships as they commence the attack. Destroy all other MT combat vessels in the area. We don't want any scattered vessels causing us trouble once this operation is over. The bomber wings, consisting of Delta and Epsilon, are most at risk.
Versus.
The Auriga has a large complement of advanced fighters, which the bombers must be defended from.
Don't worry, Command, we got it.
Once the bombers have disabled the Auriga, the GTT Gabriel will be sent in to secure the destroyer. When we have full control of the Auriga's bridge and vital systems, engines will be restored and the Auriga will depart. You will be relieved by additional Vesudinal wings from the Luxor once the Auriga has been captured. You will then be authorized to depart. Good hunting, pilots.
Alright, capture the Auriga and destroy all other MT vessels. So I have my choice, but we're gonna stick with the Arrhenius for now, and that'll do. This'll do better. Might come back for a Herc so I can act properly load up on those. But for now, let's commit. Whoa! Hello.
Proceeding to engage the Minerva.
Do not destroy that vessel, Andrasta. We want to lure out the MTD Auriga. Alright, pilot, this is the easy part. Let's make it quick and clean.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You're not the one touching flat.
Speaking of dodging flak. Huh.
Albert Wing is no more. Concentrate on destroying the cargo Alpha and Beta Wings.
I had to stay the hell away from that thing. Alright, let's do it this way.
Fire on the Minerva. Okay, Andrasta. Begin phase 2 of the operation.
You're coming with us, Minerva. Prepare to be boarded.
Since we don't seem to have much of a choice, we'll comply. But our rights are protected under BATAC. Remember that. The Auriga is jumping in, Command.
Alright, better take
Race to
out the
avoid the
beacon.
orange beams, Andrasta.
Command, the MTC Minerva is making a run for the Auriga.
Destroy, pilot. The Minerva is no use to
GVD Luxor on station. Bomber wings on standby, pilot. We will board the weapons area to secure.
Power up the anti-inhibition device, Luxor. Intercept those enemy fighters so we can deploy our bomber wings. Every minute we delay, our capital ships suffer more damage.
We are preparing a test fire now. Soldiers, stay clear of the Auriga.
Hey, it worked. No, the Auriga doesn't stand a chance.
Don't count on that yet, Alpha. Let's just see how it turns out first.
Let's be rid of that flak turret. Because it's annoying. Be long ranged.
The Auriga has been disabled.
Excellent. Suck it, Auriga.
It doesn't look like we need you here anymore. As long as Delta now departing. Thanks for your help, pilot. This is GVCv Andrasta. We're proceeding stock with the Auriga.
Let's be rid of that, shall we?
The area is secure. Deploying Delta and Epsilon wings now.
There. Now you can't shoot beams at the Luxor anymore. At the Luxor anymore. So Beta is destroyed. Gamma's out here. It's just down to me and Alpha 2. Can't wait for this to go horribly wrong. I don't have command authority over the Luxor's wings. All right.
Prepare to be boarded, Auriga.
This is it. Hold your breath, everyone.
That's odd. The Auriga's airlock seems to be jammed. This may take a few minutes.
Of course they locked the airlock. Why wouldn't they?
Gabriel, we're reading a massive power spike from the Auriga.
The Gabriel's been destroyed. All units, clear the Auriga immediately.
What the fuck?
Auriga is coming back online. It was a trick all along.
There's no time for us. Avenge our death.
The Andrasta's gone, and the Luxor is under heavy attack.
Whoa, hang on. We'll be having none of that. God damn it! Luxor is disabled.
The Auriga has jumped, Command. Repeat, the Auriga has jumped. Damn.
Get back to base, Alpha. All remaining wings, defend the Luxor until help arrives.
Remaining wings is just Gamma. Actually follow command's orders, Gamma. There we go. Let's get out of here. That was close.
The Auriga outwitted us again and escaped from the area, destroying the GVCv Andrasta in the process. We are guessing that she may have had some warning into our activities, given our recent experiences. Unfortunately, all of our preparation was for naught, and the GVD Luxor has been heavily damaged. She'll be in dry dock for a month or more, while the engineers fit a whole new engine array and repair the secondary damage. However, we were able to overcome the Auriga's beam inhibition device and attack the destroyer directly. This technology will come in handy should we have to face the Auriga again. Our scientists hope to adapt the device to inhibit the beams of hostile vessels in the future as well. Not only did the Auriga escape, but we are unable to destroy the remainder of the Morgan Technologies defense forces. Although a small group, we will still have to expend time, energy and vessels to track them down. And at a time when the Shivan fleet is pushing into our core systems, these are resources we can ill afford to waste. Nevertheless, the threat posed by the MT Defense Force is effectively over.
What?
You survived a highly hazardous engagement, pilots.
I saw the Minerva die.
While we will mourn those who died on board the Andrasta and the GCT Gabriel, there is no time to waste now. We must strike at the Shivan fleet before they can devastate our systems. The Auriga has disappeared from the Delphi system, and the pursuit has cost too much and raised too many questions already. The hunt for the MTD Auriga is officially over.
How did it run the blockade? Alright, so statistics, 9 total kills and no assists. 3 Hercs, 2 Myrmidons, 3 containers, and an Aeolus. I even got the kill credit for the Minerva, so what do you mean it's not dead? What do you mean it's not dead? Alright. Bringing our all-time total to 483 kills, still at 65 assists. So this was the Sting, the 4th, I believe, final, from the sound of it, mission of the 2nd Special Operations loop of the Derelict campaign for Freespace 2, here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming, signing off.